My name is Esther Rosenthal, and I am 92 years old. This violin is the last piece of my childhood that still exists. I was born in Łódź, Poland, in 1932. I was a carefree little girl who loved to play in the streets, danced joyfully in the rain, and believed that the world was full of beauty. My mother's name was Hannah, and she often sang lullabies to me in Yiddish. My father's name was Ephraim, and it was he who taught me how to read and write. I also had a younger sister named Rachel, who was only 6 years old in 1942. That year, I was 10. Soldiers burst into our lives and herded us onto trains. When the train stopped, we arrived at Treblinka. As soon as we got off, my mother and sister were taken in one direction, while I was pushed in another. At that moment, I lost them forever. I stood there alone, a little girl surrounded by death. Later, they discovered that I could play the violin. The Nazis ordered me to perform for them. They stood there in their uniforms, drinking and laughing, and said to me, "Play something beautiful." So I played. I played while people walked to their deaths, while the smoke rose into the sky. My fingers bled, and my stomach ached with hunger, but I kept playing. I knew that if I stopped, I would die too. After the war, for many years, I couldn't bring myself to touch this violin. Its sound haunted me, lingering in my ears. Sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night, still hearing the notes I had played amidst people's screams. To me, it wasn't music. It was the wailing of the dead. Then one day, my grandson found it in the attic. He handed it to me and said, "Grandma, play a tune for me." At that moment, I suddenly realized that this violin never belonged to those demons. Music doesn't belong to those who destroy it. It belongs to those who remember it, those who love it, and those who survive. So tonight, I am not playing because I am forced to, nor am I playing for those evil men who drank and laughed while my people suffered. I am playing for my mother who sang to me, for my father who taught me knowledge, and for my sister who was forever frozen at the age of 6. I play so that they will never be forgotten. Good luck.
Good luck.